This is Paul Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know this is Mr. Moonshine, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazon of the YTBC. Oh yeah, you already know me because I season and I cook. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Vergil Ortiz in a recent IG Live stated that he welcomes a fight with Ryan Garcia or Gervonta Davis. Hold up. Now there's going to be people out there, what are you talking about? Vergil Ortiz is too big, 147. Huh? How he's going to go climb? These guys going to climb 2 weight classes up. 2 weight classes up. I mean, there's people out there that would like to see Errol Spence fight Canelo Alvarez, right? I mean, nobody said nothing when Roberto Duran fought the Hagglers of the world, right? He moved up 2 weight classes and things of that nature, right? So I don't want to really like snub it. I mean, if everybody's talking about money and everybody was talking about pay-per-view fight and talking about big fights and don't give a damn about the belts, well, I think of Vergil Ortiz versus Ryan Garcia, Golden Boy Promotions will be a type of good fight, don't you think so? I think so. I think so. Like, if we're the type of boxing fans that like to say, you know, these guys are striving for greatness, you know? These guys move up and strive for greatness, right? Right? We always talk about, yo, these guys are not like back in the days. And when we talking about back in the days, a lot of people always talking about the Hagglers of the world, the Tommy Hearns of the world, the Sugar Ray Leonard of the world, and Roberto Duran, right? That's every time we're talking about back in the days, like the 80s, not like the 80s, we're talking about them now. You got Roberto Duran that moved up, right? To secure his greatness and to put him in that status in which, you know, he lost these fights because, of course, he was a smaller guy, right? But we still to today give it to Roberto Duran. He can fight anybody, anytime, any place, any size, right? So I think Vergil Ortiz should get a crack, a little moolah, little money right there they're talking about when they're talking about Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. He also stated that these guys could actually they could move up. They could actually increase their power to move up. Let's take it away. Let Vergil Ortiz explain to y'all what he was trying to say today in his IG Live. Go ahead, take it away, Vergil.
That's pretty interesting. You know, those are definitely some guys that I think they could carry their power over to 147. Mm-hmm. I think that the fights will definitely be entertaining. Those are definitely pay-per-view fights right there. I think that I don't want to say who would win, you know, because I want to say that I want to win. You know, everyone thinks that they're going to win. I just want to say it's going to be good. They would be good fights if they were ever to happen. And I mean, yeah, I know everyone wants to see the best fights. So if they ever did that, then I wouldn't.
What you think, my friend? Yeah. I think it's going to be good. Now, of course, I believe that fight is too early, right? Too early, right? Because, of course, you want to see what Vergil Ortiz is going to be doing in the welterweight division. And probably he could get a chance to get a crack at these elite welterweights. But like I said on my live show yesterday, and like I've been saying for the rest of the weekend, what these fighters are saying of this generation, that belts don't mean that much. That belts don't mean that much. I think belts only mean something when they're beating that somebody that is a somebody. I mean, belts don't mean that much if you're given the belt or fighting a vacant belt and you're just beating a guy that was just ranked, but people didn't even know. Like, you understand what I'm trying to say? Probably belts only matter when it's like you are a top fighter beating, like if Bud Crawford beats Errol Spence and that IBF and the WBC does matter, right? But it probably don't matter if you're, you know, like a lot of these guys that become champions and beat these guys that we don't even know the name of, you know? So I do believe that we're coming into a new era, and these young fighters are smart. These young fighters are not from the street. These young fighters came from good homes, mommy and dada. They come from a new home, from a good home, not street, not savage, just groomed for the boxing world. Just groomed to be smart business-wise, to be smart that this is not about challenging the other guy. And challenging the other guy, yes, but I'm just saying that these guys are going to think business first. These guys already see the watered down belts in boxing. I mean, I know that we're trying to preserve the belts in the sport of boxing because, of course, it gives you that type of status. It gives you that type of, it's an accomplishment. Like, it tells you who are the best. But it seems like watching boxing and watching the landscape and the medias and the networks and how they snub everybody, like the Zone was snubbing Tio and ESPN was trying to create a undefeated fighter like Lomachenko when he did lose. How about Fox when they didn't even acknowledge Bud Crawford and things of that nature. I mean, everybody is in the business of, we don't give a damn what type of accomplishment you have. It's all about making the good fights, right? So these young fighters see it. You heard what Ryan Garcia said recently. He said that belts don't mean nothing. Now, Ryan Garcia is the guy that's projected to be a cash cow, or the cash cow in the sport of boxing. And if you got the man, the leader of the bunch, saying that belts don't mean nothing, then the whole generation is going to feel like that. What's one of the biggest fights in lightweight right now? Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. Guess what? They ain't fighting for nothing. Think about it. They not fighting for nothing. What's the accomplishment? Nothing. No belts. Don't bring with the WBA regular belt. Like I said, no belts. But that's the biggest fight. I mean, nobody was saying after the day, yo, Tio, people know. Nobody said, Ryan, you better call Tio. No, everybody was saying, yo, Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia is a good fight. So fighting the good fight it is what it is. That's it. That's the accomplishments. Hey, it's time for Belt Federation to get it together, because I'm going to tell you like this. These fighters are smart, and they don't give a damn. They'll drop that belt. They don't even want to go for the belt. They're going to go for the fight. So it's time for you to, Belt Federation out there, I'm talking about the WBC as well. Mauricio Sudamon making decisions while drinking Don Julio and Patron. Vamos ver if you put it together. WBA, get it together. All you Belt Federation, get it together, because these guys don't give a damn about Belt Federation. Y'all going to be losing out money. So get it together. Anyway, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, get my updated video, smash the like button. Y'all already know, help the visibility of the video. I love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.